Hey guys, Crewman here, and this is my launch day 3090 FE. It's near and dear to my heart, and besides the fact that it's still worth significant value, about $800 to $900 on the used market right now, it is a card that I've used since the beginning of my PC experience, we could say. It's helped me launch 2 YouTube channels and make the dream of getting to play with tech a reality, and I've learned so much, and it's actually changed my life in a weird way, if you could say that. And it is having some major issues. So in this video, we're going to see what's wrong with it. I'll show you, explain it to you, and I'll try to do some quick diagnostics, and then we'll go from there. So without further ado, let's get to it. First thing you want to do when you see a GPU that might have any issues, you want to inspect it, right? I don't have a microscope, so I understand that not everybody has a testing area like this. But if we're being honest, something like this is very easy to obtain. You know, you can literally get a 3D printed stand, which is what I'm using. I think it costs $1 in printing materials. You could snag yourself an older PSU, some old cheap DDR4 RAM, and this is a 12100 with a cheap motherboard. And honestly, I think this whole test bench cost me, I think, under $75 to build. Now I get that's super cheap, but my point is that you can find cheap stuff to make yourself a cheap test bench if you want, or you can just use an old PC to test. I'm currently just plopping it on my 5600X test bench just because at the time it was the only one open. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on and show you the problem because I was able to replicate it on this PC. So I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you right now. Okay, so you can see the drivers are outdated. This test bench hasn't been turned on in a bit, but I'm going to play with the outdated drivers just because I want to see if it boots again. Like, basically what I think is going to happen is it's going to crash right about here or right when I try to start the game, which I'll show you right now, and then I'll go with what I'm talking about. It crashed. It loaded resources and it crashed. The whole PC crashed. Now, is it because of the drivers? I don't think so. But I'm going to go ahead and update the drivers on this, and I'll come right back and let you know what happens. The new drivers are installed. Now let's go ahead and try booting up Warhammer again and see what happens. Alright, it's turning on, and we're going to do a quick time lapse of how this goes. The drivers are updated. I got no message on the drivers. So let's see if the drivers are an issue. And it crashes. So it was not the drivers. Alright, so someone recommended that I drop the power limit and see if that has anything to do with it, because I went on this repair Discord that I trust, and it's pretty reliable, and that's a quick troubleshooting tip they gave me, so let's try that right now. Alright, we have it on. Ignore the 2080 up there. I did some testing with a 2080 on this thing. It just shows that I have Afterburner up, and the game is loading. The load is not 100% yet. So remember, like I said, this is at 74% power. Nope, just straight up crash. And a reboot. Right, guys, so we've hit the end of the road at what I'm willing to do in terms of diagnostic wise. I only have so much time. You know, as a father of 2, I work a full-time job, and I like to do content creation. So basically I had some help, like I said, and I've been told it could be anything from a dying core to maybe some memory problems. Now, I went on Northwest Repair's site. They're a famous YouTuber, and they do repair content. And this thing, and it's only about $80 to diagnose it, plus $100, plus probably $10 shipping there and back. So I'm really considering going there, as frankly, what I would charge an hourly rate to do anything in my life, it would just be cheaper to go ahead and send this out for repair. So it's just something I'm going to mill over. And frankly, could I figure out what's wrong with this thing? Probably, but it would honestly probably take me like 5 to 6 plus hours, and I just frankly don't have that time right now. And I'm currently not even using this GPU. It was one that was being used for testing and stuff like that. And I was always going to use this thing till it died. Now, I don't want it to die, but like once it eventually dies where it can't be repaired, this thing is going to go on a shelf. So I don't know. I'm debating it. And one of the things that I'm actually don't want to risk is having something happen to it in shipping either, because it's very important to me sentimentality wise. So I guess the question I want to ask in the comments is, should I bother repairing this GPU, or should I just keep it if I don't need it and see what happens? Just keep it and mount it on the shelf, on the wall. Let me know what you think in the comments down below too. And thank you guys for watching. I hope this was an enjoyable video, and I hope it helped where you could kind of try to diagnose your own GPU and try to figure out if there's anything that you could do on your own. And I think the most important thing is you understand, no matter how smart you are, that you're out of your element or it's not worth the time to get it fixed by yourself. Like, time is money. Now, stubborn people might want to use the time because that's what they enjoy. But for me, time is money, and it's time to send this out to Northwest Repair. So I will have another update, whether it's a video or a short, after I contact them and let you know how it goes. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more GPU and CPU content. That's it for this one.